Hello dear students, I hope you are fit and fine, and I also hope that you are revising every lectures after watching the virtual lecture at your home along with the textbook and notebooks too. Now today's lecture is depending on the theory which I started in my previous lecture into my explanations also, where I also made you to understand the basic information about the lesson, the Christmas best present in the world, or you can say the best Christmas present in the world. So if you go more further, my dear student, this lecture is the end part of this theory, because here I'll give this lesson to an end part and I'll make you also understand about that what happened in the lesson, what happened in the upcoming part of the lesson. So one thing we need to understand, as I have mentioned you in my previous lecture, the flow graph chart related to the character of the lesson, related to the work character of the lesson, and how the lesson is dealing with the basic theory from a person who is writing the letter, a person who is reading the letter, and a person who is generally trying to deliver that letter to the person who is actually deserving that letter. Now it is somehow like confusing. So let me clear it out with you, which I have cleared in my previous lecture also. See my dear students, this lecture is all related with the creator. Okay, now who is writing the whole story? That is written by Mr. Mark Perego. Okay, you can read the name. Now the creator, you can say that like Mr. Mark Perego is a person who is buying the high class desktop, or you can say desk, roll desk, from a junk shop, or you can say from a market. Now he is unable to afford the maximum or the extra money for this kinds of expensive thing, so he is trying to adjust his budget by buying a second hand, or you can say by buying a used desk drawer from the market, from the junk shop. So he is buying a high class desk drawer from the market. Now he found there a letter, say here, found a letter which is written by Jim McPherson. Okay, you need to know this name, which is written by Mr. Jim McPherson. Now to whom he is writing? He is writing that letter to Connie. Okay, now she is a lady here. So who is Jim McPherson? He is the pioneer of the England army, that you need to understand. So in this previous chapter, I made you to understand and discuss about, we all understood the theory in which I made you to understand how the Germans are behaving with the people of British or the England people, and how any other nations people are, or you can say soldiers, are behaving with the other soldiers. So if you talk about the theory, my dear students, on the border, if you talk about on the LAC, like line actual control, or LOC, line of control, when the two armies are stably sitting there in their bunkers or at their check post, and then they are trying to save their boundaries from the other nation, invaders of the other nation. At that time they need to be very much secured, and in the same condition they don't make friendship with the rival team. For example, if you take India and Pakistan, though we have good friendships, we are actually trying to protect each other from each other in the time of war, because after all we all are like, our armies are protecting towards Indian nation, as well the Pakistanis armies are protecting their own nation. But what if happen if both the armies are meeting at the day of Eid or Diwali, and they are celebrating together, forgetting all the hate? It's like brotherhoodship, it's like lovely relationship with the brothers and sisters. It is very good, but these things are not seen in the actual life. So we can say that this story is also related with that kind of only theory, where two different army groups are coming closer, celebrating Christmas Eve, and also forgetting the enmity or haterism for some time. So let's start the lecture of today's. Now you need to understand that the lecture which I am reading is depending on the page number 14 and 15 of your English textbook. Now honeydew, and now if we move further, we need to understand, okay, the letter is being somehow read by Mr. Mark Perego. Now he is reading the letter, and the letter is written by Mr. Jim McPherson. Okay, you need to remember this much, otherwise you will be confused. So in this meanwhile theory, we can say that night when they enjoyed everything, they enjoyed with Germans, they enjoyed everything, we can say that somehow we can say that the night was so beautiful, and now it was time after the football match. They played the football match also together. Somebody took the football from somewhere and they started to play the football match. Means two different teams are playing the football match also. We can say that teams of England and the Britishers related to the Germans also. They started this all things here. So moving further, we can say that night back in our doubts. Now what do you think of doubts? Doubts means the pits created for the army people as a bunker. Okay, the pits created as shelter for the bunker people, or the shelter for the people who live in the bunker. So we heard the singing carol, okay, from the rival group, Silent in the Night, and the carol were related to the Stally Natch and the Silent Night. This is like a lyrical song of the lyrical music related to the tunes, rhythm related to the carols. Now what is carol? Carol is actually somehow a religious we can say lyrical mythological song, or you can say it is like a general geet of the people who relate with the Christianity. So they just sing this carol to please the God of their own, which is Jesus. So if you go more further, our boys gave them a rousing chorus sound also. Means from there the carol sound was coming, from here also we gave the carol sound, and we also made them feel very happy. Actually see, at the night time they went at their own goal post, at their own post, and we means the team of Mr. Macpherson. You read this name here, Mr. Jim Macpherson went to their own border department road or border department position. So here, while we can say shepherds watch us, you know, shepherds means somehow we can say the people who are taming the cows, buffalo, sheep, goat, horses and all. They were also having the houses near the borders, so they were watching them. What is happening here? These both the different fighting teams are now singing the carols. They are reciting the carols. Wow, it's awesome. So we exchange the carols, as you can say that Jim Macpherson is writing, and this letter is actually read by, once again I'll make you remind, by Mr. Mark Parago. Okay, so he's reading the letter. So he is writing in the letter that we all recited this carol and we give the chorus also. Chorus means what? When we all like 5, 6, 7 boys and girls are sitting together, or 100 boys and girls are sitting together. See, number is not limited, and you are singing together a same line of the lyrics. So here, while the shepherd watched, we exchanged the carols from while one another, and we also felt very silent sometime. So we had our own time, peace with the goodwill, and the time that was looking like a pleasure, long time to live here. So it was the best time. See, killing anyone for the nation, hating anyone for the nation, or we can say that okay, somehow threatening anyone for the nation is not a good thing. We all need to live with an international brotherhoodship. But then also, if someone are we can say that if someone are somehow protecting their boundaries and hurting the other people, they should know that the earth is not having any boundaries. The nature is not having any boundaries for its kids. We all are the kids of the nature, the earth. We all are son and daughter of the earth. Earth is not having any kind of differences between us. The earth and the sun, the solar system is giving all the things of needable things which we need to live our life same to everyone. But the human beings have divided the earth, state wise, zone wise, border wise, and many more wise, we can say that. So this is the basic theory where we are actually becoming somehow selfish. So we need to come out of that. So this lesson is telling you same thing here. Now one line is related to that here, which is read by Mr. Mark Parago. So Jim Macpherson is writing one line. What is that? Dearest Connie, you just see there, dearest Connie, by the Christmas next time Eve, this war will be nothing. Means this war will be end as well, but the distance and terrible memory will be remaining here. Terrible memory means if we are fighting and making this war finish, what will be there? Dead bodies, bad memories, and many more things related to the warship or the war group. So I know all of them happened very today, which was very interesting. What happened today was very interesting. His writing to Connie. Connie मैं तुम्हें लिख रहा हूँ, जो वो बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग था. I know that war ख़त्म होने के बाद ख़राब यादें ही हम लेकर जाते हैं. But then also today what I left my life, what I was leaving with them was amazing. We shall be together again soon, I'm sure for it. And as I'll finish the war, I'll be with you. And we will be also together after finishing the war. So with your love and with my love, he wrote, your loving Jim. Means I like to feel you very much when I'm here. He's writing that letter. So my dear student, till here the letter was generally read by, we can say that, the person who was named as Morpurgo. Now moving further, so this was the story till here, which was leading you to the flashback of the memory of Jim Macpherson, what he wrote in the letter, and the letter was read by Morpurgo. Okay, that you should remember the name. Now comes the part number 3 about this lecture. Now this is not the lectures part, my dear student, this is the chapters part. Okay, internally you will find that part number 3. Now we can say that now you can say Morpurgo will search who is Connie, means who is wife, or we can say beloved of Mr. Macpherson. So who is Mrs. Macpherson? He will search that. I folded the letter again. Who is saying this? It is said by Mr. Morpurgo. I folded the letter again and slipped it carefully back into the envelope. Again is keeping into the envelope जहाँ से निकाला था वहाँ वापस रखा उसने, in that same paper envelope. And I had to do what? I now needed to go to the bird port, okay, the place where Connie was living, the lady was living, Mrs. Macpherson was living. So I went just a few miles away. I asked a boy walking with his dog that has he known about that where is Copper Beach was, and somehow he was asking the address also. Now he went. Who is going? Now this story is going in the actual world, not in the flashback. So now the letter is taken by Mr. Morpurgo, and he's going to the find the address which is written on the letter, because he need to give that letter. So he's going from that place and he's asking a boy who is going with his dog that, excuse me beta, have you seen this place? Have you seen this address? The address, I need to go here. And somehow he said the house number 12 turned to out be nothing but a burned out house. And there was something happening with this, we can say that, with this lady. What happened? That she actually had a fire in the house. This is very risky. See, whenever you need to burn the candles, you need to be very, very careful. In this story, what will happen, my dear? See, when he's asking Mr. Macpherson, oh yes, one old man listening that, he said that, oh yes, I know that lady. I know Mr. Macpherson, she's a beautiful lady, but she is now old lady. And then also she's looking good in her grey hairs, means in the white hairs. And somehow Mr. Macpherson, oh yes, I know that. Old man said about that. He told me a bit murdered head. You know the meaning of murdered head? With a confused, or we can say with a sadful head. He said that, yes, yes, I know the lady. She lives here. Her house is that. So house number 12 turned into the, somehow we can, nothing but a buried out the shell when I saw her house. Why? Because it was burnt out. A lovely old lady, he told, means the old man said, yes, yes, I know that lady. ये उसका घर है, but it is burnt out. ये जल चुका है. Why? Because no one really knows that how the fire caught in the house. But somehow I know that maybe she used only the candles to burn the light or to generate the light inside the house, because she never afforded electricity. Electricity was expensive to her. So she was living a simple life. That's why I said you, whenever you are burning any kind of candle, you need to take care about that candle, because candles sometime can burn your house also. So he actually started to tell about that. Well, candles have been used by her, and she was always thought electricity was too expensive. So the fireman had got her out in just time, and now she is living somehow out of this place. So where was she? The question arises that where was she? This is the question. where she went. Okay, so he told Burlington House on the Dorset, okay, on the Dorchester Road on the other side of the town. So you will get her to the other side of the road towards the town. And now the man, means the young man, Mr. Mark Perago, is going to search that here. So now he is telling that, the old man, oh, you can see, you can search that lady out of this road in the town. She might be there, as I have seen that her house was generally burnt. Now I found this place, okay, I found the Burlington House nursing home. Now why he is calling the nursing home? Because, say here, my dear students, the lady was shifted towards the nursing home, because she had somehow burned her body parts and the house was completely smashed, burnt out. Now she was shifted to the nursing home by the help of firefighters. That you should remember. So when she was shifted to the nursing home, this man is going and visiting. There were paper chains up in the hallways, and the lighting Christmas tree stood there. He found that in the corner of the lopsided angel on the top. He found everything decorative when he went to the nursing home. And then I said I was a friend of her, means I was a friend of Mrs. Macpherson, Connie, and I came from a far place here. So he's saying that I came from my far place and I want to meet this lady. Who said this? This was said by Mr. Mark Perago. Now it was said by Mr. Mark Perago. Why? Because he was needing to meet this lady who was Connie, and later she was also known as Mrs. Macpherson. Okay, so he's going to meet that lady. So he said that, and I said I was a friend to come to visit Mrs. Macpherson. Okay. Now, into the bringing the Christmas present also was one of the reason to meet her, as he was having see, generally, my dear student, as he was having the letter which actually belonged to this lady, but it was not reached towards the lady. Due to some problem, the letter was actually stuck inside that the big we can say door set, or the round table, or we can say the drawer, and the drawer was sold to the junk shop. So now indirectly this man got the letter. Now actually the owner of the letter was, or the deserving person of the letter was, Mrs. Macpherson, and written by Mr. Macpherson. So this man is going to give this letter to this lady. So when he reached there, I could see through into the dining room where everyone was wearing a paper hat and singing. The martyr had a hat on too, and the hat in the singing language also. Means I saw when I entered inside the place, I saw that everybody was singing some song in the you can say that, like in the hospital or in the nursing home, and she was also there. So now actually you see what is happening here. This man is going to meet that lady with a very emotional touch, and now the Martin had a hat on too and seemed happy enough to see me. Means we can say that a Martin, he met a person there, okay, and he is asking to that, oh, you all are wearing the good hats. Who made this? And actually it was made by Mrs. Macpherson, you can say Miss Connie. So she was making this kinds of thing, and everybody was happy in the hospital, in the nursing home. So he's asking that, may I meet to her? And then she walked me along with the corridor, okay, and gave me the Menins pie also. Menins pie means what? A bread stuffed with the we can say almond, then sweet corns also, and some ketchups and some pieces of meat also. So she gave offer to this fellow Mr. Mark Perago to eat, and she walked towards the doorway. So she walks towards the corridor, and then I found there was Mrs. Macpherson is not with the others. She told she is not actually living there, but she might be found in the other place. So I told, if she had good rest, she has no family, you know. Oh, I visit her. Means he is telling that the we can say warden of that room, or the head nurse, is telling that she is having no family. Then who are you to come here? Nobody is coming to visit her. How do you get the address here? And then he's telling that, oh, I come here sometime on the I'm a long relative person, and I thought that I should meet her to give the Christmas present, so I'm here. So again he is being helped by that staff of the hospital, and now he was about to meet that lady. So now here Mr. Macpherson is not the others. She told, she rather confessed, today so we bought the best if she get the good rest and I should meet her, so I came here, as he said that. The old lady was sitting on the wheelchair. Now where was the old lady? Old lady means the Mrs. Macpherson. See, here it is Mr. Macpherson because it is relating with his story. Now the story is going to the Mrs. Macpherson. Okay, now she was sitting on the wheelchair. As she was too old, we can say that. Old lady is sitting in a wheelchair, her hands folded in her laps, means it is folded in her laps. And literally, she was gazing out of the garden. She was looking towards the garden. As well, I said, hello, I said. And she turned and looked towards me. Connie, I went on, I found this. And when I said that, oh, I found this for you. And she looked towards me with a gleaming eyes. She was looking towards me. She was so happy at the time that somebody is there to meet me. Who is this person? And now, hello, I said. I went on, means I started to say, I found this thing. I think it's yours, ma'am. He said, ये शायद आपका है, मैंने आपके लिए ये ढूंढा है कहीं से. I found this. So that was I found when I opened the box. And when she opened the box, after seeing the letter, she was so happy. The moment at that time, like her eyes were lit up. It was glowing eyes of her. She was so happy. And then what happened? Suddenly her face became so soft. Means everywhere we can find, everywhere the fragrance of happiness, the glory of happiness was there on her face. And literally she was becoming so happy. So what happened, my dear? I opened the tin box and I gave that letter to her, and she was becoming one of the happiest person of the eve. I explained about the desk, about wherever I have found it, but I thought she was not listening to my theory. I told her that I found this from where. It is generally told by Mark Pirogov is telling that I told to Mrs. Connie, or we can say Mrs. Macpherson, that I found this ma'am in a desk drawer. I searched the desk drawer in the junk shop and I got this desk drawer, and I just opened that and I found this inside. It belongs to you. But she was having no attention, like she was just busy in reading the letter. So for a while, she was somehow just nodding her head, but she was not having any information what I was talking about. And she was just looking inside the letter. So what happened here? She said nothing, but she stroked the letter tenderly with her fingertips, opening the letter. She stroked means she took the letter and opened with the fingertips. Suddenly she reacted in out way, and she took my hand. She reached took my hand, and her eyes were filled with the tears. She was so emotionally attached. You told me you had come. You told me you will come by the Christmas, dearest, she said, and you are the best Christmas present in the world. This is my best Christmas present. Come closer. Jim, dear, sit down. And now she is telling that, oh, my love, you are coming here. You said that you will come in this Christmas Eve. What a great surprise. Come, sit near. I wish to see you from the many years. तुम्हारे letters मैंने बहुत पढ़े हैं. And I have not seen you. I want to see you. Why she was doing this? You know, why she was behaving like that? And why she was calling Jim to Mark Pirogov? Why she was calling? You know why? Because she was thinking that actually the letter which was written by Macpherson is related to Mark Pirogov. Means she is thinking that Jim is the Mark Pirogov, but actually Mark Pirogov was a different person. He was a different person. Jim was a different person, but she thought that he is my love, whose letter I am reading. So here, my dear students, I sat beside her. I means Mark Pirogov is telling, I sat behind her or beside her, and she kissed my cheek. After kissing my cheek, she gave a very lovely, happy smile. And I read your letter so often, Jim. She said that I'm reading your letter sometimes, whenever it comes. Every day, I want to hear your voice in my head. I want to hear your voice. And now I can see you. You are reading this letter with me. And now you are back. You can read this me by yourself also. And I'm so happy and lucky feeling right now. Jim, you are with me. The lady was confused. Or we can say that the lady thought that the letter giving person is actually Jim. But he was not Jim. He was Mr. Mark Pirogov, and Jim Macpherson was not there in the story. So we can say that, and now you are back. I just love myself to be with you. And now he's saying that, what would you do for me, Jim? He's asking, now what you'll do for me, Jim dear? I just want to hear your voice. Do nothing for me. I had loved that so much, and then perhaps we all have a tea together. Let's have a tea together. चलिए चाय पीते साथ में. So I have made you a nice, I have made for you a nice Christmas cake also, as well the marzipan also. You know the meaning of marzipan? It's like a sweet, okay, with the almond and sweet stuffed inside that, looking like gulab jamun. Okay, marzipan is that all around. I know how much you love marzipan, and she's telling that हाँ मुझे पता है, आपने अपने letter में लिखा है. You have written in your letter that you love marzipan. You know, sometimes when we relate with some person, seriously, we share all the details. Not only details, we also share what we like, what we don't like. Especially the people who love, okay? Whom do we love? And if we meet that people, obviously they are going to make all the things what we like to eat. Same thing was happening with Mr. Mokparago, as he was known Jim by the lady. But actually Mokparago is not Jim in the story, but lady is thinking that he is only her love. He is only Mr. person of the story, Mr. Mac person of the story. So that thing we need to understand, my dear students. This lecture was still here only. I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and I also hope that you have got a great information in the story, and some stories are written, they are never forgotten. This story is also like that. We'll meet in the next part of, we'll meet in the new part of the new lesson. This lesson is totally ending in this lecture, and also revise this lesson, and don't be confused who was Mrs. Connie or Mrs. Mac person, who was Mr. Mac person, and who was Mokparago, and what is the lesson all about. Till then, you can take care, keep revising. Jai Hind, we'll meet soon.